Okay, we'll record that. Oh wait, I need to get shattered up. Okay. Such a hard life you live, Koda. Visiting hours always have one shot. What's up with that? Can't just barge into the infirmary at random anymore. No, got an urgent. Let's get to that. Do that real quick. Do a seals mission. Oh, proper urgent. I actually have to fight 3 Aragami, a Chiyo, Kongo, and Ukanvasa. Blaze Spark, Blaze Freeze. Yeah, they're all weak to Blaze. Let's see, Kongo, Chiyo, Ukawasa. So use Aerial Caliber. Be good against the Chiyo, but not so good against Kongo and Granvasra.
これでもっと華麗に活躍できちゃうね。あ、これはいいですね。シールさんより作成エリア内の荒神の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。新たな荒神作成エリアに接近中。これは中型種です。1分後に作成エリアに侵入します。侵入予測地点のデータを送ります。偵察班より入電。中型荒神は作成エリアに接近中。作成エリア侵入まで想定3分です。侵入予測地点送ります。敵の増援ですね。承知しました。いや、おりゃ受けてみなさい。捕食線荒神侵入予測まで間もなくです。このままでは囲まれる危険性があります。 します。支援してください。荒神、中型種作成エリアに侵入を確認。侵入地で送ります。
ご到着か。覚悟しな。狙い撃つ。
行くよ。
ほらほら、この癖ぶっ壊す。はっ
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。ぶっ壊す。
ブラッド1、バイタル危険です。回復してください。
まだ獲物が死んでないだろうが。
大丈夫？
このクソ野郎が。
ブラッド1、バースト状態。まもなく解除されます。
ぶちまけな。
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。発射。熱中確認。
荒神、活動停止します。
熱中確認。熱中確認。
2 minutes till next target on the show.
死んね。ぶちまけな。いいね。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。荒神、活性化します。
発射。死んね。
荒神、まもなく作成エリアに侵入します。このままでは危険です。交戦ポイント変更を提案します。
気をつけて。死んね。
中型種が作成エリアに侵入しました。侵入地点のデータを送ります。
死にに来たってな。
ナナさん、バイタル危険域です。確認願います。敵も強いな。
ぶちまけな。ぶちまけな。ほらこのクソ野郎が。
エリナさん、危険です。急ぎ回復してください。
このくらいどうってことないんだから。
荒神、活性化します。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げた。いいざまだぜ。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
このまま一気にこのクソ野郎が。ぶちまけな。
シエルさん、バイタル危険域です。確認願います。
すみません。敵の力量を測り損ねました。ほら狙い撃つ。
食べちゃう
Ooh,
よ。
I should have died there.
来た来た。あげる。
死んね。
受けてみなさい。ごちそうさま。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。あ、逃げた。敵の結合崩壊を確認。
このペースで行きましょう。
お願いします。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げたくて無駄だぜ。いいね。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
ここからが戦いの行方を左右しそうですね。
ナイスです。作戦行動開始から5分経過。
こちらは特に異常ありません。
Ow.
ブラッド1、戦闘不能。急ぎ救
Didn't
援をお
even
願い
dodge
しま
into
す。
that punch.
回復します。ありがとう。
敵ダウン。
そろそろ終わりが見えてきたな。
いい感じ。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。逃げたわ。ブラッド1、バースト状態。まもなく解除されます。これにて本作戦は完了になります。本当にお疲れ様でした。
作戦終了ですね。終わりですね。厳しい任務でした。
戦いの後はおでんパンに限るね。
総員、祈祷準備はいいですか？ 一通り回収は済みましたか？
お帰りをお待ちしておりますね。
And I went okay, all things considered. I was at 1 KO because I just dodged into getting punched in the face. Hello, Patch. How are you?
私に任せてください。
OBS is completely different. I don't know how any of the audio balances, if anything. It's a disaster, but if Streamlabs wants to keep giving me skipping frames constantly, which I watched the video recordings and they look terrible. Everything turns robotic, and like the frame rate, even the audio, goes to like 10 frames a second. So I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs are working fine for like 3 years. Suddenly it's like, nah. Now it just suddenly decides, nope. I can't encode. Gotta skip frames for some reason. It's definitely extremely weird. Oh, okay, they'll still work. 30, no, so 30 to 20 months. I read it as 30 for some reason. It's a very different number. But those still work. Although I don't have like the nice readout. Thank you for the resub patch. Just checking some stuff on the numbers there. Okay, we're good. Good. I'm really thinking if I should bother keeping local recordings at this point. I have like, you know, 6 terabytes of video files eating up into external hard drives. It's a lot. I have to go find a new one because the other one's too full. That's only holding 1 year's worth of VODs. Still have all of 2025's VODs to then stick into another hard drive that won't fit them all. I think that was the biggest one that my stepdad left. And all of his other ones are full of stuff that I don't know if I should get rid of, because maybe we'll need them, but probably not. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do about all that yet. I need to do something though, because the external hard drive is super full. Yeah, Stormy, we need to talk to Seal. She wants to go do something. Supposed to get us blood bullets?
先日付き合っていただいた時に違和感があったバレットの件なんですが、立花さんの分析結果によると回復弾のオラクル細胞の結合が変異していたそうです。
Yeah, that would get blood bullets.
変異によって細胞同士が固着してエディットができなくなり、他の重心タイプでは使えなくなった代わりに進化したと。結果的に従来の体力回復効果に加え状態異常回復効果が発揮されるバレットになっているようです。推論に過ぎないという前提で、おそらくブラッド同士の血の力による官能波の相互作用ではとおっしゃっていました。はい、血の力による官能現象が人気を経由してバレットに作用し、意志の力で進化するブラッドアーツのように、いわばブラッドバレットとも言うべき特殊なバレットに進化した。
Blood bullets.
そう榊博士はおっしゃってました。その後、多分シエル君の思いが強すぎるせいじゃないかなってからかわれたんですけど。
Maybe a little bit of teasing.
はい、嬉しいです。立花さんも榊博士も君のように喜んでくれました。少しでもみんなのお役に立ちたかったので。
I was like, one big difference with this undub is the guy actually went through and redid all of the lip flaps to match the original Japanese.
このバレットを試験運用してみようと思ってて、もしよければ君も一緒に。はい、それでは準備が済むまでお待ちしてますね。
You've been noticing Resurrection, they definitely didn't redo any of the lip flaps. They just put the Japanese dialogue back in, Japanese audio in, left it at that. Goes back. Slaughter gear against Zygotes, sure.
観測計器チェック。異常なし。ミッションを開始してください。
全部私がいただきだ。
任務を開始します。
シールさんより作成エリア内の荒紙の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。
いえ、何でもありません。
There's slaughter gear.
敵ダウン。
大丈夫かよ。
It's pretty weak at this point.
荒紙ダウンしました。敵のオラクル反応不安定になってきています。
命中確認。
荒紙の撃破確認。
命中喜んで良いのでは。
ブラッド1危険です。交代してください。
まだまだやれるって。
命中回復を発射。
荒紙活動停止します。
さすがです。
いいね。
荒紙活動停止します。
喜んで良いのでは。命中確認。
討伐対象の撃破を確認。安心してサポートできました。
せっかく出てきたってのによ。
任務完了。作戦通りでしたね。
終わりだろ。帰ろうぜ。
総員、人準備はいいですか。
A little bit.
少しはお役に立てたでしょうか。
With this foliant level, it does like you'll do multiple spins. 'Cause it's only one spin right now. Okay, it becomes multiple spins.
私に任せてください。
Oh, also though, watch about Streamlabs, I can never tell what ads are playing anymore, so I'll have to figure something else about that when we do, like, Kevin Burns Red.
「意志の力によって新たな性質を生み出すバレット、ブラッドバレット。このブラッドバレットの仕組みをより細かく解明できれば、戦術の可能性がさらに大きく広がると思うんです。すごくワクワクしています。君とブラッドのみんなと極東支部の皆さんと力を合わせて。
Chris, I should check to see if the chat overlay is working. Nah, it's probably fine.
私、ブラッドバレットの研究を進めて、もっともっとみんなの役に立ちたいです。
How happy Seal is. Yeah, we gotta learn blood bullets. Sure, you have another thing to learn, blood bullets. If you want to get the really strong guns, gotta have to go play blood bullets. We now have character episodes. Could that be a best between character episodes? Is this like the Gaia 2 has a much bigger focus on the characters compared to 1. Yeah, we have to go through get to do some of Kota. Leave Arena. The Niels is ready. And some seals. I don't know anything about the bullets. We do have blood bullets. I don't think we've unlocked any yet. So we're gonna have to unlock blood bullets. So the blood bullets are stupid strong, which kind of fits the idea. But also, the blood arts are all pretty powerful too. Hi, I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Alright, back. Link support device. This is actually a concept they kind of revisit in God Eater Resident Ops, the mobile game. Link support members. Yeah, kind of, because in God Eater Resident Ops, of course, you had the God Eaters and their God Arcs as equipment, but then you had Dividers, I think is what they called them, which are basically support characters you equipped. They're basically characters who stayed back at base and gave support, somehow. Romeo, that's kind of almost like being a stalker. Well, that's intentional. Resident Ops was meant to bridge God Eater to was meant to bridge God Eater 2 Rage Burst to God Eater 3. It bridges like the stuff that happens in between those two games. But since, you know, Resident Ops never got a global release and people never translated it, all of that lore is basically lost. Yeah, basically lost. I think they definitely designed it as the bridge between the two games. Actually, given I don't remember when God Eater 3 takes place. Kigurumi, mysterious character, mysterious God Eater. just accepts that he just shows up inside a giant mascot suit? I mean, I guess. She likes to capybara. Romeo's looking for Yuno. She's here in the lounge. How you gave Romeo the slip, but good job.
ですね。あ、それです。そこにある通り、整備班の方たちのおかげで非常に興味深い分析結果を手に入れることができました。まずはまとめですね。ブラッドバレットは我々ブラッドが重心を使い込むことで突然変異によって発生するバレットです。重心タイプの制限やエディットができないことと引き換えにバレットエディットでは実現できない効果を発揮できると。で、今回判明したブラッドバレットの分析結果として基本的な構造、組成自体は変わらないものの、どうやら突然変異したモジュールの性質変化によって新たな形質や特性を獲得したようなんですよね。あ、すみません。ですね。バレットはモジュールによってどんな球になるかが決まります。今までのモジュールは基本的に一つの機能だけだったんです。
Bullet shoots things. Sure, that's pretty simplistic.
でもブラッドバレットではモジュールの突然変異によりさらにもう一つ特定の性質を得るようです。その中には今まで実現できなかった性質も含まれます。状態異常回復もその一つです。この突然変異したモジュールのことを暫定的に変異モジュールと呼んでいます。ここまで OK ですか？今のお話はこの辺りに記述がありますよ。ちょっと読んでおいた方がいいかもですね。あ、いえ、すみません。ちょっとぼーっとしてました。ですね。こうやって横に並んで勉強するのとか、私ずっと憧れていたんです。ラケル先生やレア先生や軍事教練の教官、ずっと大人の先生から教わっていたので、私一人だけ座って先生はだいたい正面か横に立ってて。
Yeah, I still had a pretty strict upbringing. Yeah, let's go strict.
だから今少し不思議な気分だったんです。肩を並べて勉強してるなって。あ、なんか変な話しちゃいましたね。あ、忘れてました。見てください。変異モジュールが発生した要因の考察です。なんとなくそんな気はしてたんです。血の力に目覚めた時の感覚ととても似ていたので。報告は以上です。
This is always do the character episodes. That's how we unlock more stuff.
これまでずっとスナイパーをベースにバレットエディットの検証を行っていたのですが、
True, Seal is a sniper.
より理解を深めるためには他の重心タイプについても同様に検証する必要があると思ったんです。それで早速全ての重心タイプのバレットを作ってみたんですが、非常に勉強にはなったものの使い道に困っていまして、よかったら受け取ってもらえませんか？はい、ではアサルト、ブラスト、スナイパー、あとショットガン全部差し上げます。
I mean, kind of fun.
それではそろそろ検証実験に向かいましょう。今回は君と私の血の力の呼応によってこのバレットがブラッドバレットに変異するかを確かめたいと思っています。
Actually, it's on a free mission. I've already done, actually. Look at that. A story thing. Make you go to free mission. They mentioned here's the link support members. All we have currently is Damien. For 30 seconds, after which all Argami receive hold status. There's a cost limit.
はい、それではよろしくお願いします。
Oops, that's not our elevator, this elevator.
シールさんより作成エリア内の荒神の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。
熱中確認。
いいね。荒神の撃破確認。
いい動
Oh,
き
still
です。
swatted you.
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
荒神活動停止します。
いい動きです。
Try to beat the blood bullets too. Try the one
リンクサポートデバイス効果発動条件を満たしました。敵を拘束します。仕掛けて。
よし。
荒神の撃破確認。
さすがです。
よし。
敵ダウン。
折り返し地点は過ぎたといったところでしょうか。
いいね。
荒神の撃破確認。
いい動きです。
緊急事態です。想定外の中型種が現れました。作戦エリアに侵入します。
了解。訓練通り対処します。
Bora Bora. Should have forgot to actually equip. Yeah, blood bullets. She made it.
やりました。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
捕食成功。
アバトンですね。皆さん逃がしてはダメですよ。
Back here,
幸
Abaddon.
運を運ぶ荒神？
Wait, I lost visual sight
ナン
on
セン
it.
スですよ。命中確認。
There. Abaddon doesn't show up on your radar.
受け取ってください。
There.
アバトンを撃破。やった。あ、すみません。
I believe Ron's taking us on a big deal.
こんな
If it shows up, I should kill it.
発射。
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
発射。
ブラッドワン危険です。交代してください。
まだまだやれるって。いただきだ。
無理はしないでください。
おらおら。それ。
捕食します。
いいね。
人気。
荒神ダウンしました。確実に効いていますよ。
ここからです。人気解放します。
それ。
荒神活性化します。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。それそのままくたばんな。
荒神のダウンを確認しました。
やばいと思っても遅えぜ。
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。オライだ。
命中確認。
任務を完了しました。予定より早く終わりましたね。
せっかく出てきたってのによ。
これにて終了ですね。皆さん、警戒は怠らないでください。
次の任務も楽しみだね。
少しはお役に立てたでしょうか。
I think I should technically remake that laser in this game too. I think we have the same blood modules and the same basically shoot through the terrain of the map and should still work. They're probably better bullet recipes you can make due to blood bullets. Ah, there we go. Blood bullets obtained. Serial blaze free sparking.
おかげさまで戦闘中に血の力の発現を感じました。おそらく新しいブラッドバレットを手に入れることができたと思います。そして推論通り、君の戦闘時の官能波に呼応して変異する確率が高まるようですね。ありがとうございます。
Learn the skill Pierce Sniper. Blood Bullet Pierce Sniper. For seals, we still have another character for seal. I mean, she's got a lot of them all front loaded. Let's see these bullets now. Prototype blast. Okay, those are the prototypes you're supposed to achieve here. Here it is. This is one of the new ones. This is for the blast gun. Interesting. It's got like a AoE effect to it. Just override though. You can see there's the part where it's attached there. Weakness mitigation. That's the effect being applied. Look at a basic bullet. We can't really edit them yet until we get higher level. Yeah, there is a required blood bullet level 1. That's its own module, I think. And you can see a blood bullet level 1. Oh, this is the other one we got. So the sniper has this one. Wait, I'll have the blood bullet one. We haven't unlocked it. I need to actually bring each of the guns around to unlock their blood bullets. Unlock the carbines next, I guess. Let's unlock at least level 1. Go see seal.
ブラッドバレットは全て同じ性質を持っているというわけではないみたいですね。2つ目のブラッドバレットを解析した結果、残留という全く異なる性質を持ったタイプだということが分かりました。そうですね。簡単に説明すると、例えば狙撃弾ですが、発射後は着弾時に効果を発動し、それで消滅してしまいます。貫通力はありません。そこでレーザーや貫通弾が持つ貫通力を取り入れたいところですが、それらの弾は接続することができず、効果の追加は望めません。ところがブラッドバレット、残留する狙撃弾はまさに狙撃弾に貫通力を付与したもので、それが自然に生成されるのは奇跡と。すみません。要するにそうですね。例えば複数の敵を貫通し、かつその全てに爆発を与える。
Like basically, you can get like the laser effect of how to actually fire a laser. Because obviously, usually the downside of lasers is, well, one, they're laser type, so they go through everything, so they can hit your allies on the other side. But what if you could attach it to a bullet that will blow up, pierce through the enemy, and then not go all the way through and shoot your allies?
そんな今まで実現できなかったバレットができるかもということなんです。そうですね。ブラッドバレットもいくつか入手できたので、ぜひそうしたいんですけど、ブラッドバレットのモジュール結合が固定化されていなければエディットできるらしいんです。でもあまりにも強固な結合なので、今までの方法ではモジュールに分解できないみたいなんですよね。
Yeah, we can kind of see it. The ones you have currently we can't edit. I think you can't edit them until they get higher level, maybe?
リッカさんが絶対壊れないタワーシールドみたいだって嘆いてました。
It's possible you can't, but I feel like you have to, because they can get pretty strong, although they might be pretty strong just by default.
どんな矛も防ぐ盾と、どんな盾も突き通す矛のお話ですよね。ブラッドバレット同士を衝突させる。ちょっと待っていてもらえませんか？今の話、すぐに試してみようと思います。すぐに戻ってきますから。
So this means the bullet editor is an in-universe thing? I think the idea is the bullets are basically like programmable oracle cells.
できました。2つのブラッドバレットを射出してぶつけ合わせました。いくつかは破損してしまったんですけど、ブラッドバレットを構成していた変異モジュールの抽出に成功したんです。ブラッドバレットがカスタマイズできるようになったんです。君は本当にすごいです。
We got the hug. We're in there. Like how it just ... How's that minimize the game window when I do that? Or as long as if you just stay quiet, how long will this will last? Or is it just... I think if you hit ... it just cycles through camera angles. Which really will keep that hug going for a long time. Yeah, it just cycles through camera angles.
Goめんなさい。ちょっと我を忘れました。ありがとうございます。早速このバレットを試したくて仕方がないんですけど。
Go do this free mission, which is just a bunch of Tiny origami, tons of tiny ones.
君にはありがとうとしか言えないけど、何度でも言わせてください。ありがとう。
I'm gonna bring the assault gun, which doesn't have any yet. What's it say? Yeah, blood bolt level 0. This is the prototype ones. Quick mission.
部隊の降下を確認。周囲を警戒してください。
作戦行動を開始します。
全部私がいただきだ。
シールさんより作戦エリア内の荒神の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。敵を拘束します。仕掛けて。
They're all restrained and now we're nowhere in range of them. Here's one thing I'll stop with. You can basically use them forever. As long as you make a cheap, generic shot, they recover a little bit of oracle points per shot. Oh, Abaddon's not yet.
アバトンですね。皆さん逃がしてはダメですよ。
Back here, Abaddon. Abaddon's really fast, though. Get a
ブラッド1、バースト状態、まもなく解除されます。アバトンを撃破、やったあ、すみません、つい。
I think the Abaddon eventually despawns if you let it get away. And if it doesn't, the fact that it shows up on your radar means finding it again can be kind of hard. Abaddon and back-to-back free missions though. Oh, you did some free missions on Resurrection. I only saw the Abaddon. I think something different for that one. Like 2 times? Really big problem with using assault gun.
喜んで良いのでは
I have the whole after back the expert on the line.
Yes. 迅速な任務の遂行、お疲れ様です。
これにて終了ですね。
終わりかよ。あっけねえな。 こんなんじゃ消化不良起こすぜ。
皆さん警戒は怠らないでくだ
You
さい。
can't hold the
今
button
回
down.
は余裕がありましたね。
That's how you cycle through your bullets. So you do have to mash the button for each time you're firing it. And you can actually make a pretty strong assault gun build for this one. Well, maybe strong is the wrong word, but like a super cheesy way to just kill everything using an assault gun. It's got the expensive, it's very lazy way. She got 41 or 41% of the way to level 2 for the assault gun.
最近気づいたんですけど、私君にいっつも謝ってばかりなんですよね。
But like this assault gun's pretty easy to level because it fires so rapidly. It's cheap.
ごめんなさい。
Do you apologize, Seal?
多分君にはいつももらってばかりだって自分が思い込んでるからなんです。ブラッドに編入されたばかりで馴染めなかった頃に声をかけてもらって、あの時命令を無視してまで助けに来てもらって、血の力に目覚めさせてもらって、そして何より最初の友達になってもらってばかりだからつい謝っちゃうんだろうなってちょっと前の自分なら自信がなくて多分理解できなかったけど、ブラッドバレットを一緒に作り上げた今ならその言葉がどれだけ素敵なものなのかよくわかります。ブラッドバレットはバレットエディットの可能性を飛躍的に広げる技術革新のようなものです。この技術をより深く理解し多くの人に広めていくためには君の力が必要不可欠なんです。ですから私はこれからもずっと君と一緒にブラッドバレットの研究を進めたいです。付き合ってくれますか？そう言ってくれると思ってました。ありがとう。私はあなたにもらった以上のものを返していきたいと思っています。だからそうですね、向こう100年ぐらいずっと仲良くしてくださいね。
You could now use the bullet editor. You could now edit blood bullets. Her blood art has improved. Start the skill, blood bullet, something, friend or fire, something. Friend or fire? Yeah, that's what FOF means. Yeah, friend or fire. No, it's FOF mean. Not the last of Seal's character episodes for now? Yes, okay. Can't do episode 4 yet. To go do some of Kota and Arena to build it up. Hey Cactus, yeah, like 6 terabytes? Yeah, 6 terabytes of VODs. I have recorded every single stream for the last 3 years. Every stream has been recorded. And some of the videos are about 20 or 30 gigabytes. I used to do like the 12-hour streams. I filled up one entire external. I need to go find another because the external I am using is getting pretty full. It's only got like 300 gigabytes left out of its original 4.6 because it's full of videos. Even though I don't really know if I'm ever going to use any of the raw footage. Also, hey Cactus, how are you? Also, okay to see it. The chat overlay does work. So Cactus, we are using OBS now, so all the audio settings are probably completely borked. The patch doesn't say anything's too loud, so it's probably okay. And it's going, other than I'm using OBS instead of Streamlabs, so nothing looks right. Like, I don't have the Streamlabs chat, so I can't ever tell when ads are going to play, because Chatterito doesn't tell me this. So I'll never know when ads play anymore using OBS. But OBS isn't telling me that it's skipping frames, so, you know, it's probably better. Because I looked at the raw videos of, like, the last stream, and, the video turns down, like, 10 FPS, and even the audio stutters out and everything. It's pretty bad. Sounds fine. Everything's at default, so, I mean, when I look at my own voice in OBS, it keeps going all the way to, like, flashing red for my microphone, like it's saying it's super loud, but everyone says it's not loud. It's okay, I guess. Okay, so I finished Seals. So now we can actually edit the blood bullets. Yeah, we can now make ordinary bullets blood bullets. I think we're going to have to level them up a lot. I have not looked up any bullet recipes for God Eater 2. I do know they incorporate blood bullets, though. So if we want to use them, we're going to have to level up all of the different gun types. Because they might need me to have higher levels. I was going to say a Seal's blood art is level 2 Silent Lotus. Oh, here, okay, Tara, you can double check if their blood powers do. She did unlock some new character abilities, too. Yeah. Friend or foe, that's what it's called. FOF. Here's what she's unlocked. Sets his friend or foe and pierces enemies before exploding. Sniper gun only. And she unlocked Blood Bullet Pierce Sniper. She has Blood Bullet Cure Beam. Heals HP and debuffs. Obviously, one big issue. These take up character slots. They've only got 4 of those. So there's one problem if you haven't had them use their blood bullet abilities. They take up their character slots. Emil's is ready. I didn't see Emil around. I might have to call him. We should probably go do Emil's character episodes now, because actually, let's see, what's our story mission gonna be? Difficulty 3. Ah, it's for the link support devices. Actually, we should do this just so we can unlock being able to use other people's support moves. But only could use Damien's. See, it's the only one we can use. So let's do that so we can unlock others. See all along, we need to bring Arena and Kota along so they can unlock their character episodes. Because like God Eater 2 has a big focus on the characters compared to 1. All the character episodes make them stronger. And you stronger in some cases. Like for Seals, that's the only way to unlock blood bullets. If you never did Seal's character episodes, you would never have blood bullets. So I keep slaughtering here, we don't need that. We're fighting a Boro Boro. Let's go back to, let's use Misty Moon. Misty Moon's a good generic pick.
Area 情報の送信を開始。サポートは任せてください。
楽しませてくれよ。
やだな。汚い水たまり。
Gross puddles.
シールさんの官能能力により 敵情報を受信。皆さんにも随時共有しますね。
発射。いいね。
荒神の撃破確認。
ここは
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げたって無駄だ。よし。
荒神の撃破確認。
さすがです。
よし。
荒神のダウンを確認しました。
死ぬね。
荒神の撃破確認。
ナイス。ぶちまけな。
荒神間もなく作戦エリアに侵入します。このままでは追われる危険性があります。交戦ポイントの変更を提案します。
注意してください。
中型種作戦エリアに侵入を確認。侵入地点送ります。
了解。迎撃します。
ブラッド1バースト状態間もなく解除されます。
大当たりだ。ぶちまけな。それ。ほら。
敵の結合崩壊を確認。
お楽しみはこれからだ。
荒神活性化します。
注意しときな。
罠を仕掛けるよ。
方向確認。
Hey, cover here.
戦闘
For a
続行し
ball.
ましょう。
Good
敵の
job.
結合崩壊を確認。
さすがに強いね。力でってやんよ。
荒神のダウンを確認しました。
ほら。
気は長そうだな。
受け取ってください。
発射。狙い撃つ。
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
砕いてやる。こっちの。死ぬ。
荒神活性化します。ブラッド1バースト状態間もなく解除されます。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
悪あがきだね。
I still alive, more. Press. There we go.
討伐対象を鎮圧しました。素晴らしい戦果です。
終わりかよ。あっけねえな。
任務完了。
How's your day going,
作戦通り
Cactus?
でしたね。
Oh,
次
sorry,
の任務も
said to me already.
楽しみ
I'm
だ
doing
ね
alright.。
うし、そろそろ戻ろうか。
Besides,
後
not
で
big
今日
used
の
to
戦
how
績を
OBS
まとめない
looks.
と。少しはお役に立てたでしょうか。
ここの施設は当時はどんな風に動いていた
One
ん
day
で
it's
しょうね。
true. It's by Tuesday now. Critically addicted to NTE. Okay, are you addicted to NTE or are you addicted to the fishing at NTE? Or is it both?
エリナサポート開始します。
Honestly, do not enjoy the fishing, but you will 100% it anyways. I can't believe it doesn't have good fishing. Kind of like how Valheim. I like Valheim. The fishing of Valheim is really boring. It's the only thing I don't like about Valheim from when I played it. Fishing. There, finally got Tornado Rush. It is kind of nice to fish while watching videos, though. We now have every level 1 blood art for Longblade. I have Lika. That was a backup member. See Lika's guided to design.
やあ、君はブラッドの人だね。ダミアンに聞いてきたんだ。
She's gone from having oil smears on both cheeks to only having it on one cheek.
それじゃあ後でリンクサポートデバイスの試作品をあげる。でもいくつか守ってほしいことがあるんだ。試作品ということはまだ試作段階だから動作の保証はなし。これは覚えておいて。それと 作品の開発に協力してほしいんだ。実験およびデータの提出、それに必要な素材の確保とかさ。
Just another day for a God Eater.
そんな感じだね。じゃあ説明するよ。今回君に試してほしいのは新しいタイプのリンクサポートデバイス。今運用されてるリンクサポートデバイスは人機の機能とは排他関係にあるから、戦闘か支援かのどっちかしかできないんだ。でも君に渡す試作品は普通の人機としての機能を殺さずにリンクサポートデバイスの機能を発揮できるって理屈としては優れものなんだけどね。
I just noticed looking at Chatterito, Cactus changed his badges multiple times. He went from having the conductor badge to an in real life badge to the Final Fantasy XIV badge.
急ぎじゃないからいつでも大丈夫だよ。都合がいい時にまた声かけて。
Let's just go do that. If you want to unlock link devices. So we need to attack, equip our dummy one. So we get attack up 10% from 10 seconds to 1 minute 10%. 1 minute 10%? 1 minute 10 seconds. So we have 1 minute of increased 10% attack power. So we still have 30 more points to spend on support. Biggest problem is they don't activate for at least a couple minutes. I was like, why do I have so many? I remember, oh right, because the, so you might wonder, why do I have like Alyssa and multiple Alyssas and Somas I don't have yet? It's because those are all the alternate characters. The alt characters, of course, also have them. So as I have so many support devices to pick from. Let's see, we have 30 points to spend. If we want to use every single slot, we would have to use, we only have one that's a 10. I haven't seen it all, but let's see. Stamina usage. Sure. And let's just go unlock the shotgun. So at least have all the level 1 blood bullets.
リッカだよ。聞こえる？人機は使えてるみたいだね。ちょっと説明するけど、そのまま聞き流して。今、君の人機にはリンクサポートデバイスの試作ユニットがついてる。
Kinda praising yourself a little bit there, Lika, aren't you?
それは人機とは無関係に作動して、体内のオラクルを活性化させて、簡単に言うと、君自身が攻撃力が高い状態になってる。ちゃんと機能してるんだ。人機もリンクサポートデバイスも両方ともね。私はモニターしてるから、このまま戦ってみて。面白いことになりそうだよ。観測計器チェック。異常なし。ミッションを開始してください。
楽しませてくれよ。
シールさんより作成エリア内の荒紙の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。
いいね。
荒紙、荒紙、活動停止します。
ナイス。
とどめよ。
敵、中型種が作成エリアに侵入しました。侵入地点のデータを送ります。
これも計算のうちってね。
Oh, here goes Chio. Don't you give me the come over here when you're up there out of bounds, I can't shoot you. Body broke. I think I break the arms. Look at four. Look at arms and the wings.
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
ブラッド1バースト状態、まもなく解除されます。リンクサポートデバイス効果発動、討伐対象の撃破を確認。安心してサポートできました。
なかなか楽しめたぜ。
よし、みんな無事だな。
そろそろ
総員、祈祷準備はいいですか？
終わりだろ。帰ろうぜ。
私強くなってるよね。今回は余裕がありましたね。
壊れてても貴重な遺産だ。少しでも長く残しておきたいよな。
そろそろ。
Start to unlock more of our abilities for God Eater 2 now.
皆さんは体を休めてください。
Yeah, we now have all of the, we just have level 1 blood bullets for everything now.
おかえり。まさか本当に機能するとは思わなかったよ。実はそうなんだ。他の人に試してもらってダメだったから失敗作かなって諦めかけてたんだけど。
Way to give us the you to think would even work.
不思議だね。でさ、先に帰ってから君のこと少し調べさせてもらったよ。君はブラッドで中でも換気能力を持ってて、それが何か触媒になったと大雑把に仮定してみた。
Hey, record, yeah, basically. Lika. I think that's how I say her name. I think it is. I keep hearing it, and then my brain just keeps forgetting how you're supposed to say her name. I think it is pronounced Lika. I don't know, my brain is terrible at remembering things.
そうなると今後は君が使う時だけ機能する原因を調べながらリンクサポートデバイスを改良していきたいんだ。
We're an evoker. At least we don't have to worry about being shot in the face.
差し当たって素材を集めてもらったりお願いすることになるけど、頼んでもいい？
I mean, the link supports are pretty useful.
助かるよ。おかげで可能性が見えた。やる気出てきたな。次に向けてプランを練るからさ、しばらくしたらまた声かけてほしいな。
If I remember right, Patch, I think Pig's favorite God Eater character is Lika. You know, Patch will say Sakuya is the best. We can now get Lika's character episodes, which will give us new craft, which will let's make us new link support devices. So we're gonna do Lika's character episodes because we do want to be able to craft more link supports. Because right now all we can make is the dummy device that we already have, and we have none of the other ones yet. So let's go do character episodes. Lika is pretty cute too. I mean, that's basically every God Eater girl. Like, is there a God Eater girl who isn't cute? Pixie, elastomer, and 2 pieces of dryad rubber. Pixie, elastomer, dryad rubber. Pixie elastomer. Elastic liver.
ありがとう。これで試作品の改良が進むよ。改良が終わったらまた実験に協力してほしいんだけど、頼んでいいかな。助かるよ。いい仕事しよう。
God Eater 2, also known as the turn every single God Eater and support member into your harem game. Go to support. Use and abuse this prototype until the core overheats. Alright then. We can't, yeah, we can't make any yet until we get to her character episodes. Oh, I should change to a different gun, because I don't think I want to use shotgun long term.
シールさんより作成エリア内の荒神の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。荒神が交代。捕食に荒神の撃破確認。尊敬します。追撃を荒神ダウンしました。荒神活動停止します。
幸運でした。
Shotgun ultimate weapon. Pretty strong.
荒神活動停止します。これより作成エリア内にリンクサポートデバイスの効果が現れます。荒神全体にホールド効果。今ですよ。交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。逃げたわ。いいね。荒神のダウンを確認。討伐対象を鎮圧しました。素晴らしい戦果です。
任務完了。
終わった。
帰ったらすぐ次の任務の受注だな。
総員、祈祷準備はいいですか？
楽勝楽勝超楽勝ってね。
今回は余裕がありましたね。
壊れててもどこか神聖な感じがしますね。
Like sacred ruined areas reminds me of Dot Hack. Which reminds me, can you believe we're probably gonna get another Dot Hack game in like a couple of years or something? Actually gonna be getting a new Dot Hack game.
これで良くなるといいのですが。
Our character likes the first love juice as well, I'd
こ
say.
んな時間になっちゃったね。
I recognize that pink can. Was it the protagonist being able to drink the drink that was supposed to say taste terrible?
でもいいデータが取れた。ありがとう。君ハードワーカーだね。普通はこんなの嫌だと思うけど。
Don't remind this of the first love juice. Hey, Tom, but it's first love juice. It's a pink can. That's the first love juice.
希望がある仕事は最高だよね。
I recognize that can.
この試作品はさ、ずっと昔に設計されたんだ。フェンリルの技師によって。リンクサポートデバイスと人機の併用は不可能だったんだけど、それを覆す画期的な支援機材になるはずだった。でもフェンリルの回答は机上の空論に過ぎない。予算もつけられず、研究はお蔵入り。それでも諦めきれずに技師は自前で開発を続けて、結局実現できないままになくなっちゃったんだけどね。
その技師が私のお父さん。人機とリンクサポートデバイスは同時に使えるはずなんだよ。君が証明したようにね。これからしばらく一緒に仕事することになるけどさ、一つ約束しよう。お互い遠慮なし。私が間違ってたら、それに気づいたらちゃんと言ってほしいんだ。
And like, why is your talent capital T? Why is that capitalized T? Yep, but apparently just drink first love juice just fine. And the only other person who could really drink that was Ren, our imaginary friend. Can we make them yet? No, we still have to go through more of her. We have the urgent mission to do, which I think I still want to go do those when they pop up. I probably should let it pop up. I don't... Oh, okay, we've done enough for Kotas. So there's a nice reminder here. It'll tell you a reminder of who you might want to bring along so you can get their character episodes progressed. So Kota's far enough along, we don't need to bring him. Oh, no, I see. They'll start a trigger. Okay, that's it. So we'll trigger arenas on the way out then. Actually, it's the layout change because Lika's stuff was actually story relevant. I mean, I only could afford to put 3 on right now. I only have 100 points, and I'm already using up all 100 points. It might be better if I use 4, but I'd have to use one of the alternate characters to fit it in. Because only Alt Carl here has a 10 cost. Let's go do this optional real quick. Yeah, we'll keep Misty Moon on. Should probably switch to another melee weapon at some point. Shove some more blood arts.
シールさんより作成エリア内の荒紙の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。偵察班より入電。10型荒紙が作成エリアに接近中。作成エリア侵入まで想定1分。侵入予測地点送ります。まだ行きます。偵察班より入電。10型荒紙が作成エリアに接近中。3分後に作成エリアに侵入します。侵入予測地点のデータを送ります。まだ平気だよ。これより作成エリア内にリンクサポートデバイスの効果が現れます。荒紙全体にホールド効果。今ですよ。荒紙活性化します。ブラッド1バイタル危険です。回復してください。
ちょいと粘りすぎか。ありがとよ。ほら
ブラッド1荒紙侵入予測まで間もなくです。このままでは囲まれる危険性があります。光線ポイントの変更を提案します。
注意してください。
中型種作成エリアに侵入を確認。侵入地点送ります。
私をがっかりさせんのよ。
She was like coming out of nowhere, clotheslining me.
光線中の荒紙が捕食のために離脱。
結合崩壊確認。戦闘続行しましょう。
荒紙に結合崩壊が発生ですが予断を許しません。すごくよかったよ。行くよ。荒紙活性化します。
この口
敵の結合崩壊を確認。
このまま一気に。
光線中の荒紙が捕食のために離脱。
You said you get the run.
シエルさん危険です。急ぎ回復してください。交代します。ナナさん危険です。急ぎ し回復してください。
いいね。
荒神の撃破確認。ナイスです。
命中確認。
Safe.
ブラッドワン
Then
バ
the
ー
battle
ス
keeps
ト時間
dropping
残
again.
りわずかです。
それこのクソ野郎がそれこのクソ野郎がそれ
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。逃げたわ。
悪い、見てなかっ
Sorry,
た。
Seal.
死んねぶちまけな
中型種作戦エリアに侵入を確認。
Come back
侵
to
入
you.
地点送ります。
敵確認。
おら
ブラッドワンバースト状態まもなく解除されます。それ
いただきだ
いいね。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
いいね。
荒神ダウンしました。オラクル反応弱ってます。敵の結合崩壊を確
She
認。
don't get back. No.
へばってんな
Darn coward.
素晴らしい。
ぶちまけおらそれぶちまけないいね
敵の結合崩壊を確認。
攻撃続行です。
素晴らしい。
荒神に結合崩
Jeez,
壊が発
a bunch
生。
of
まだ敵のオラクル
bonds
反応が安定しています。
Tail went down, torso down, face down.
それ
I forgot what else you might put. I think it's everything you break on Congo. Torso. You break the arms? Ow!
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
Punch me in the face
逃
like
げたっ
half my
て無
health.
駄だぜ
That's illegal.
おら
作戦行動開始から5分経過。
今それぐらいなんだね。
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Hold on, made my shield up tight.
死んねこのくせそのままくたばんなぶちまけな
ダウン。
かなりのダメージを受けていますね。
ナイスです。来た。
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
このくせ野郎が
荒神活性化します。
Combos
荒
down.
神の撃破確認。
いい動きで
Chio's
す。
coming around the right side. It's really weird when
ブ
the
ラッ
music
ドワン
breaks.
バースト状態まもなく解除されます。
ぶちまけなあらこのくせ野郎ぶっ壊すぶっ壊すそれ
頼んでないのに。
任務完了。
死んね
してよかった。
すごいドキドキした。
終わりですね。厳しい任務でした。総員、祈祷準備はいいですか？
いっぱい動いた後は甘いものが欲しいよね。
終わりだろ帰ろうぜ
回収ポイントの確認もお忘れなく。
All the cool stuff we can find in this cold air. Okay, that's bad. That was a bad one. I should have brought it up. I was about to say, I don't remember the sound breaking so much, but then I'm pretty sure the last time I really went through play this game was actually on PlayStation. I thought, oh, I have a save file here, so I must have played PC as well. It's possible the undub might break some of the audio occasionally.
皆さんは体を休めてく
Or
だ
the
さ
AI
い。
fix. Or I could just be misremembering, to be honest. It has been a while. Misty Moon leveled up and Falling Metal.
あのさ、ブラッドってあのフライヤーってとこで訓練を積んだエリートなんでしょ？
Hey bot, yeah, God Eater 1 and 2 don't have natural undubs. You have to mod the game. Only God Eater 3 has a built-in undub. Because God Eater 3 actually has the multiple languages built in. But how you do a bot?
何よそれ。で、あなたはそのブラッドでも割と強い方なんでしょ？
I don't know about that. I mean, Julius, probably in terms of the story, is probably stronger than us by some metric.
さっきの戦い、あなたの動き見てたんだけどさ、やるじゃん。
Did you watch me get punched in the face by a Congo? Should probably sleep, but you're off schedule. I don't have sleep. I kind of have a vague schedule, but I don't have like a real schedule. Okay, now we can start advancing arenas. Okay, let's go back to the Likas, so we can actually unlock Lordling supports. Link up. Remember, even though this is, because that's the normal arena, I have to go find, alternate arena. There we go. If I use alternate arena, it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just a copy-paste. The only downside is it's hosted on, OneDrive, so... It takes a while to download. I tried to download the whole thing as one and it always kept failing. I had to download each individual part, of which there are 12. Which didn't take too long, all things considered. But I did have to go one by one. And just download each part individually and then unzip them, which then took like another 2 hours, because for some reason my solid state drive takes forever to unzip things lately. I downloaded it pretty fast, honestly. I have a fast internet. It was just annoying having to click it one at a time instead of being able to just, you know, one and done. But, you know, it wasn't the worst. It's pretty simple to install. Using Misty Moon for now because I'm lazy, and Misty Moon is a good generic pick. And again, I should at some point go unlock the other blood arts, but it might be worth just waiting because since as you get higher up, you gain more blood awakening, so it'd be faster if I go up to higher level missions before I start maybe trying to show off the other ones.
リンクサポートデバイス効果発動条件を満たしました。属性の攻撃能力が一時的に上昇します。荒神の撃破確認。
お願いします。それでいいの。
荒神ダウンしました。中型種が作成エリアに侵入しました。侵入地点のデータを送ります。
覚悟しろ。よし
荒神
よし
荒神活動停止します。
素晴らしい。
敵
いいね。
荒神の撃破確認。
ナイスです。捕食。
このクソ野郎がぶちまけ。ぶちまけな。
捕食。満足した。
このクソ野郎が。
任せました。命中
ブラッド1バイタル危険域です。確認願います。
まだまだやれるって。
お茶してブラッドだからって不死身じゃないのに。それよっしゃ。
荒神のダウンを確認しました。
お楽しみはこれからだ。
ブラッド1バースト状態まもなく解除されます。
この
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。確実に効いていますよ。交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
任せました。
これより作成エリア内にリンクサポートデバイスの効果が現れます。移動速度が少しの間高まります。
Give me your tail. Tail to break, kill.
このクソ野郎が。このクソ野郎が。
命中確認。
ブラッド1バースト状態まもなく解除されます。荒神が交代捕食に向かいました。討伐対象を鎮圧しました。素晴らしい戦果です。
任務完了。作戦通りでしたね。
終わりかよ。あっけねえな。
一通り回収は済みましたか。
物資回収は今のうちに行ってください。
Speed up actually
ま
pretty
だ
nice.
まだ動き足りないよ。
少しはお役に立てたでしょうか。
So a lot of link supports, you're probably the strongest at about the under 5-minute mark. Which is probably somewhat intentional, given how many missions tend to want to have you finish them in under 5 minutes for optimal rewards. You got some that let you like up to 10 minutes, but most of them, if you want to get all the maximum rewards, give you 5 minutes.
はい、お任せください。
少々お待ちください。
エリナ、サポート開始します。
Actually, this will give you the under 5-minute rewards. Not one for under 5 minutes. That's a resurrection extra.
今回も大変だったね。お疲れさん。
More first love juice.
君ってさ、ゴッドイーターの仕事どう思う？好き？そっか。私みたいな技術職と違って、ゴッドイーターの人は職業を選べないから。
I mean, you sort of choose, but
ほとんど強制的に適合試験に連れてこられてさ、気になるんだよ。彼らは幸せになれるのかなって。
I guess that's true from a certain point of view. Like, if you told someone they're God Eater capable, no one's really going to say no in most situations, so I guess in a way you're kind of forced to become a God Eater.
私は、幸せだよ。気づいたらこの仕事してたんだけど、気に入ってる。子供の頃から遊び場は研究室と工作室。私のおもちゃなんか顕微鏡にリベット銃だったからね。そのまんま大人になっちゃっただけ。
probably go. But that'll be the story of one. Okay, when we go to do Gilbert, we get him in a Volt Lounge. So as long as we avoid the lounge, we're okay. Oh, we keep doing Likas. There we go. Order of succession. Ooh, a Ravana. Okay, we're going to change our sword. We can't rig a fire weapon against a fire one. That would be a bad idea. Pro tip, don't bring a weapon that the enemy is resistant to. There are better decisions you could make in your life. Oh, we actually have a chill blade. Well, that'll work. Well, that'll work. It's like, you know, I guess if I could have a freeze weapon, that would counter. Hey, look, a freeze weapon showed up. It actually tells you what this one does this time. +1. In Resurrection, when you abandon arc parts up, it just tells you get more abandoned god arcs. It doesn't tell you how many. You only get +1. Looks like, and 2. So I guess you can get to 4. There is, yeah. Double dot's the best, one's less, but we don't have access to a double dot yet, so 1 dot's the best we can get. But yeah, I mean, double dot's the best. Like, this is why this heat chainsaw is doing a lot of damage, so they speak to Blaze. But we don't have a double dot freeze weapon yet. I think double dot will be Prithamata? I think Prithamata is your first double dot freeze. Oh, actually, I haven't seen that one. Ardent Gale. There's a double spark. A bunch of budget weapons of 2 dots and 2 elements each. Yeah, there are some here too that are double. I don't have any this low level though. Whereas the big upside to anything of 2 dots is if you run something that's weak to or resistant to 1, at least you have the other one to fall back on. As I can say, if you go into a fight with a double dot weapon that the enemy is resistant to, you're going to have a real bad time. Especially in God Eater 2, because depending on your blood art, like if I'm using Arc Caliber here, Arc Caliber bonus damage is dependent on if they're weak to your attribute or not. So if you end up being resistant, it does very little. We should actually switch to different ones so we can level up it as well, because we're gaining minimal experience for the level 3s on difficulty 3. Let's see, we're fighting Ravana. Actually does have some points we can hit in the air. Skanda has a split. I'll try Skanda. I don't think Skanda's be the best against Ravana, but we'll give it a try.
Shield さんの官能能力により敵情報を受信。皆さんにも随時共有しますね。リンクサポートデバイス効果発動条件を満たしました。属性の攻撃能力が一時的に上昇します。よし、荒神活動停止します。やったね。
Okay, we're hitting him how fast he's going.
捕食のために離脱。交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
荒神が交代。捕食に向かい荒神の撃破確認。
このクソ野郎が。
Does take up stamina.
このクソ野郎。
中型種が作成エリアに侵入しました。侵入地点のデータを送ります。
新手でも
Oh, hey, Ravana.
このクソ野郎が。このクソ野郎が。このクソ野郎が。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
それ。
荒神活性化します。
注意してください。
この死ぬ。
Ooh, Ravana stamina.
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
このクソ野郎が。
行くよ。
狙い撃つ。死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。ぶっ壊す。
リンクサポートデバイス効果発動。
Oh,
一定時間移動能力が増大します。ブラッド1バイタル危険域です。確認願います。
まだまだやれるって。
荒神に結合崩壊が発生。
有効にダメージを与えています。
ブラッド1バースト状態まもなく解除されます。
Oh. Wow, that was lingering there for a while.
行くよ。
ありがとうよ。おらこの死ぬ。
交戦中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だ
They're
ぜ。
corrupted by devours.
このクソ野郎が。
荒神のダウンを確認しました。やりました。とどめを。
There we go.
目標の殲滅を確認しました。祈祷完了まで気を抜かないでく
That
ださい
Skanda
ね。
is actually hard to
任務
control.
完了。想定内の結果です。
なかなか楽しめたぜ。このクソ野郎が。こんなんじゃ消化不良起こすぜ。
このチームなら
このクソ野
本
郎が。
日の戦果は当然かもしれませんね。
今回は余裕がありましたね。
壊れててもどこか神聖な感じがし
See your videos, when this thing's fully upgraded, it actually,
このクソ野郎が。
you could use it like 4 times in a row. I don't see how you control this thing though. This thing's really hard to control. And you can't move, control it once you're midair. They're locked into what position you're going.
皆さんお疲れ様です。
これで良くなるといいな。
オッケー、私に任せて。
All these really poor level god arcs. All these level 1s and 2s. They're just gonna feed into the gacha machine. So controlling Skanda really hard.
今から君の体のデータを取るよ。項目は多岐にわたるし、脳波も調べなきゃいけないから。君はここで眠って。その間、私はデータ収集。君には睡眠薬を投与するからね。じゃ、おやすみ。ゆっくり休んで。と言っても、2時間くらいね。
Wait, we're not captain yet, though. We're a vice captain.
大丈夫？おはよう。夜中だけど。検査中に悪夢を見るっていう事例はよくあるみたい。ごめんね。大成 項だよ。これからもう少し研究を進めてペンリル本部の技術開発局に提出するつもり。それで予算が下りれば正式に研究開始できる。お父さんが計画してからずいぶん時間がかかっちゃったけどね。でもまだ一般化への道は遠いから、まずは君のデータをもとに君専用の試作品を作っていくよ。これからもいろいろと仕事をお願いしたいんだけど、また一緒にやってくれる？ありがとう。あ、最後に脈だけ取らせて。
Probably the last of our character episodes for now. Nope, still more. Wow. Okay, you have a really long character arc episode to begin with right away. Wait, Seal only got 3 episodes in a row. Mika's up to 5. Yeah, our personal link support device is ready. Would be the first time Leek has done things she's not supposed to do as an engineer. You got a freeze, plus 5 to 10. Okay, we're done for now. We've done all 5 episodes. So that now means we can make the link devices, though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this grants blue. Grants or boost blaze attributes. So yeah, different ones. This is for 5 to 10 minutes, 10 to 20. In most cases, you probably want to go for 5 to 10, I would think. Because 10 to 20, you don't really want to be in missions for over 10 minutes if you can help it. If the mission's going over 10 minutes, you might have bigger problems at that point. Ideally, you're finishing missions in under 10 minutes. So you also want to get some grants or boosts. So in theory, so this can help with one thing, because you notice like Resurrection, it's easy to give yourself elemental weapons, but if you want to give your AI elemental attacks, you'd have to use a character slot normally. This, I guess, in theory, gets around it because it grants the attribute or boosts, which would imply if you grant it, they'll now start dealing elemental damage. Or you can boost it, so you can help them get even stronger. Deafen, hearing ability down, blind, 30%. Delay arrivals. See, this one I don't think would actually be that useful. Because here's the problem with delay 60 seconds. Okay, 1 extra minute before reinforcements arrive isn't bad, inherently. The issue is I'm pretty sure a lot of origami show up before the 5-minute mark when they come as reinforcements. Like that urgent mission we had to do, where it's a Chiyo, Boro, and Congo. The Chiyo spawns in 1 minute, and the Congo spawns in 3 from the start of the missions. They all will spawn before this thing actually activates. Stand by, relax. It's okay. So I don't think these delay or standbys are actually useful because I don't think there are too many missions where they show up that late. Most of the time they'll show up all before the 5-minute mark. Maybe some later ones? Yeah, that too, yeah. If you kill them early, I don't think it would activate either because otherwise it would just delay you for 60 seconds. I think this will only stop them from spawning as the natural reinforcements, not because you killed everything and they're going to early spawn it. So I don't think these are useful in almost any situation I can think of, because most spawns happen before the 5-minute mark. There might be some maps where they probably arrive after 5 minutes, so you're okay, but yeah. I mean, I guess, no one said every single one of these is going to be good. done. Okay, let's go talk to. We'll do arenas now. We don't want to go into the lounge yet, so let's do arenas character episodes now. At least as many as we can do, anyway. I don't know how many of hers we're able to do. But yeah, one way to find out. Oh, Yaksha? That's easy enough. A steel cage, yeah, this free one. Just me in arena, which is fine. Oh, good, because Yaksha's still weak to freeze. Pretty sure. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure Yaksha's weak to freeze. Yeah, it's weak to everything except for Divine. Control units we can make yet? I don't think so. I think I got a couple new ones unlocked. Aerial, Snatcher, Shadow, Silent Shooter, Medic, Physician level 10. Ooh, it lowers your melee damage by 9%. In burst only, though. It's not too bad. Increasing your blood arts by 20%. This is also a big difference between 2 and 1. In 1, a lot of the skills, they don't have the nice B by them to designate if they're only in burst. There's also a lot of skills that seem to be in 2 only work while you're in burst. Whereas 1 doesn't have as many. Which is funny because it's super easy to stay in burst in 1 due to the Predator style. But 2, it's actually harder to maintain your burst because you don't have the Predator styles. We'll take this one though. Blood plus, because our blood arts make up a lot of our damage. Anyways, that keeps Scotland on for a Yaksha. Yakshas will be a little bit easier. Let's say it's pretty weak, but there are some parts that are easy to hit in the air. So let's use aerial caliber.
各員の配置完了しました。気を抜かずに任務に当たってください。作戦行動に入ります。
楽しませてくれよ。
リンクサポートデバイス効果発動条件を満たしました。属性による攻撃が一定光線外の役者が戦闘音を探知。光線ポイントへ移動を開始しました。よし。荒神の撃破確認。
We'll take a look at this.
いいね。
荒神の撃破確認。ナイスです。食らえ。死ね。死ね。光線中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
荒神活性化します。
Stab it, come back to my body. Thank you.
よし。敵の結合崩壊を確認。
いい感じにほぐれてきたな。
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げ
Alright,
た
I'll
って無駄だぜ。
have enemy AP vision to have seal. I don't know if Yaksha has another breakpoint. I don't know about the pauldrons in the head. I know the Raja has the talent.
荒神活性化します。
I don't know if normal Yaksha has another breakpoint.
それ。
光線中の荒神が捕食のために離脱。
逃げたって無駄だぜ。
任務を完了しました。予定より早く終わ
1
りました
second
ね。
before we got out of level 3.
当然の結果ですね。
なかなか楽しめたぜ。終わりだろ。帰ろうぜ。
一通り回収は済みましたか？
今回は余裕がありましたね。
I can't tell if it's a combination of just the enemies start off a lot weaker in God Eater 2, or we're a lot stronger because of Blood Arts. I think even in God Eater Resurrection, I don't think I could have killed a Yaksha, even on difficulty, I think this is a 3, in under 2 minutes. When I consider I had to kill the Fallen Ogre Tails to start with, so it took like a minute to kill the Yaksha.
役に立つってとこ見せてあげる。
This Eater-a-Caliber now at rank 3. Some of the impulse edges actually you can get from Blood Arts are actually pretty strong. Is Stealthy Blood Arts? Yeah, probably. I mean, let's consider this. What I was doing is Eater-a-Caliber is the same as basically hitting him 3 times per swing. Up to 3 times at once. So, I'm dealing 3 times as much damage as compared to Resurrection. Even if the second or third hits are weaker than the first, I'm still dealing 3 hits as an attack, basically.
今日はありがとう。
Arena's become very tsundere over the 3 years since the first game.
だからありがとう。一緒に行ってくれてさ。ありがとうって言ってるの。一緒に行ってくれてさ。私とエミールが喧嘩ばっかしてて、コータ隊長困ってるんだよね。今回の原因も多分それでさ。気をつけようって思うんだけど、エミールがバカなこと言った途端カーッとしちゃってバーッと喋って。
I mean, you're not wrong about that one, Arena. Not wrong.
エミールはともかくコータ隊長にはちょっと悪いかなって思う。
I know where everyone's being Dakota.
っていうかさ、コータ隊長は優しすぎるんだよね。たまにはビシッと言ってくれないとこっちも止まれないじゃん。そうかな。そうかもね。うん。何が言いたいかっていうとさ、あのね、あなたの戦い方をちょっとだけ参考にさせてほしいななんて。
It's too bad Arena and Mio don't get any involved with the story. Yeah, I mean...
いけます。当たり前でしょ。
They are kind of minor characters in the grand scheme of the story.
そっちこそ覚悟してよ。
Yeah, she's not recruit 2, it's recruit 1. Yeah, compared to the second team, I think a reason they probably did it is because the first team, even though Irene's, you know, not a part of the first team in the first game, got a big, huge focus in the first game. So they focused a lot more on the second team because they don't really get a whole lot in the original God Eater and God Eater Burst. They do get more in Resurrection because the post-game of Resurrection has a bunch of missions where you have to use only them. And that's kind of where I stopped Resurrection after I finished the main story, because I don't think there's more story, I think it's just some character development for the second team. And I mostly stopped by that point because those missions actually are pretty hard, because they're all, you know, difficulty 14s, and you have to use second team members only, in which maybe you haven't been using them at all, so they're all very underdeveloped. Let's see, so Arena has Recruit 2. Which is helping a little bit. She still has -2. She still will do no hand over max level. Oh, she got rid of her unable to guard. Because when she had Recruit 1, she had no guard ability. So now she can guard. Yeah, we can't do no more for Irina though, but she can guard now. Okay, we'll start with meals then. Give him a call. He'll show up. I mean, he's probably pretty scared to have a hole in your wall when there are origami just outside, to be honest. Okay, Chiyo, that's fine. Oh, ours costs 60. It's really expensive. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. For now, 20. Sure. Okay, let's not keep a freeze weapon for Chiyo. Just double check something. Yeah, Chiyo is actually blaze, so freeze actually works, but our blaze weapon is stronger. So let's go. Well, it's less damage. I think the double blaze counteracts that. I don't actually know how much double blaze matters. Let's try the freeze. Let's not have arrow caliber though. Try impulse edge for its Chiyo because the legs are pretty are pretty resistant to slash, but impulse edge is a big explosion, so the lower body is not resistant to them.
観測計器チェック。異常なし。ミッションを開始してください。
楽しませてくれよ。
Cryptic has emptied it again to keep pulling you back in. They heard you were done, but so they had to create more content for you. Shoot, that horn will come out.
荒神、活動停止します。
よくやったぞ。
いいね。
荒神、活動停止します。
僕も負けてはいられないな。
I should look into what I need to do for some blood bullet recipes. As the strongest blood arts are, I'm pretty sure blood bullets are still much stronger. Custom blood bullet recipes. Come on out here, Chiyo. I can kick your ass. There you go.
敵の結合崩壊を確認。荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
逃げたっちゃ無駄だぜ。
Oh,
ブラッド
watch
ワン、
yourself.
危険です。急ぎ回復してください。
ちょいと粘りすぎか。
騎士が倒れてはならないんだ。そうだろ。
Still have enough oracle points.
おら。
荒神が交代。捕食に向かいました。
Come here, Chiyo. Don't run away.
よし。
敵、ダウン。オラクル反応、弱ってます。討伐対象の撃破を確認。安心してサポートできました。
What type of weapon? What type of blood art?
私の力を。
皆もよくやった。そして 勝利の美酒に酔う
Not
の
a
も悪
wrong
く
way
な
to
い。
do it.
帰ったらすぐ次の任務の受注だな。
It definitely would take you a while to unlock all the blood arts for every single weapon type. Especially because some are harder to level up than others. Like, any of them that are very quick and spammable are pretty easy to level up, but ones that require you to do things that are not easy to spam, like probably most of the aerials, are pretty tricky to level up. So how situationally useful aerial ones are.
これも私の役目ですから。
First, it's only using spear, or second, it's only now using scythe, which is only one blood art. It's not like it's tiring. Well, leveling them does get easier as you go up higher difficulty levels. You might try the meme out in S-mod solar shielding. I've always liked S-modding solar shielding in Star Sector because it means I never have to worry about losing supplies when I go through hyperspace or anything. I just get to lazily fly through hyperspace and not care. I can go fly into stars and not care. Where'd you get that briefcase from, Emil? Ooh. Emil learned the skill of Mutual Burst. All we had to do was bribe him with materials. Look at that. Like a true knight. All it took was some bribery. Do it to clear bitches of meal. Kota. Yeah, Tommy, it's a bit weird. I was like, when I put Guardian 2 and I was like, wait, why is there no Guardian 2 Rage Burst? Why is only Guardian 2? I know they pulled their listings from Giant Bomb. Which actually means, does that mean Giant Bomb doesn't actually categorize the others? Because Twitch's categories are pulled from Giant Bomb. I'm pretty sure. So if we go to Giant Bomb here real quick. Here, back to, I've heard the funny combat in Star Crows and Black Holes. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I don't want to sign in to Giant Bomb just to go search. Do I have to really make an account with Giant Bomb just to search? I ain't doing that. What if I type in Giant Bomb God Eater 2? If I use Google to do my searching for me, instead of making an account on a website just to go check one little thing. And then apparently Google decided to die, and I can't search. Oh, wait, there it goes. There's a quick look. Wait, isn't it Giant Bomb? Yeah, it is. Let's see if you pull up Giant Bomb. Okay, so here's the weird thing. Okay, Giant Bomb actually does have Guided to Rage Burst listed on it. It even has the patchy slots. And Resurrection, Online, and Resonops. But for some reason, Twitch doesn't have Guided to Rage Burst as its own category. And apparently Google doesn't want to work right now. It's getting server errors. I try to search. I'm getting a server error from Google. Wow, that's unusual. Yeah, it is weird how they don't have Guided to a Rage Burst. It's its own category, though. Okay, let's actually go advance the story a bit, because we've actually only gone like a single story section forwards, and then I'm doing nothing but character episodes. So let's get the story a little bit forwards, because there is still one other thing we're missing. before we'll have access to all of our abilities. Yeah, all of our abilities. I don't think we're gonna get that one for a little bit longer still. More idols. Recruiting Goddark soldiers now. Pound a soldier. Friar recruiting station. Quick, become a Goddark soldier today. Enlist now. I don't remember this. I do remember the Goddark soldier arc. I don't remember there being an idol they designed to tell you, sign up to be a Goddark soldier today. Cypress, I think is supposed to be her name. I wonder if it's actually Hatsune Miku they used to make her voice, or she actual voice actress. Romeo and Kota get along too well. Yeah, Cypress is a virtual pop star. They're using a virtual pop star to recruit you for the Goddark Soldier program. You know, if I only missed one scene. Well, you know. They said use your hairstyle. Nope, forbidden. I don't think you could use any of the NPC's hairstyles exactly. VTubers of 2016. They predicted it. Wow, Creighton. That's almost a Dan level pun, but it's from Romeo, so I feel like I want to punch you in the face. Hey, Gil. Alright, here goes our next story mission.
Oh, Gil じゃないか。
Oh, it's Haromi.
ハルさん。極東に来てんなら言ってくれりゃいいのに。
Your voice actor sounds really familiar.
いや、ここにいるって知らなかったっすよ。
Haru is pretty funny though. I like Haru too.
あれ？言ってなかったっけ？いや、いろいろ支部を流れ歩いてたからさ。
The Harumi's voice actor is really familiar. Hang on, this bugs me. I need to look it up. I just say remembering that Google's not working for me right now. Okay, it is now. Wait. I knew it. Yeah, it's Shinichi Miki. I knew it sounded familiar. Shinichiro Miki. I knew he sounded familiar. it's hey Patch. If you don't remember who one voice this is, it's Adam Weishaupt. It's Adam Weishaupt. Shinichiro Miki. Who also, yeah, did Lyle Dandeli and Nile. Just say Luck on Stratos, yeah. Roy Mustang, Assassin from Fate Stay Night. He's done a lot of things. So this is a big name voice actor. I think actually most of the characters in God Eater are actually kind of big names.
そっか。グラスゴー以来か。ずいぶん昔の気がするな。
Locko was cool. Yeah, but not Adam.
そうですね。ハルさん、そういや極東出身でしたね。なあ、紹介する。真壁晴臣さん。グラスゴー支部で一緒にチームを組んでいた。ハルさん、今所属しているブラッドの副隊長です。
ああ、ブラッドか。うっすら聞いた。なんかすごいんだってな。よく知らないけどさ。俺は真壁晴臣、極東支部第4部隊の隊長だ。
The 4th unit.
まあ極東支部は緩くてな。ブラッドみたいにしっかりした部隊編成でもないんだが。
Which is funny he says that because the Far East branch's reputation is they're all a bunch of crazy people.
ハルさん、榊博士への報告先に行ってますよ。
Hey, look, it's Canon.
えいよ
She's got a new hairstyle now in God Eater 2.
今のが第4部隊の唯一無二の隊員。
Yeah.
ダイバカノンちゃんだ。まあいろいろ頼りないんだが。
Just not, yeah.
出るとこ出てるからまあいいかな。的な。
Their God Eater waifu. Canon is very popular.
またセクハラでサモン会に呼ばれますよ。
Again? Wait, you've been before the Court of Inquiry?
まあそういうわけだ。ギルが何かやらかした時は遠慮なく言ってくれ。車に構えてるこいつの扱い、俺は相当プロだぜ。
ハルさん。
冗談だよ。さて、ちょっと失礼するわ。近々飲むぞ。またな。
Canon is great at friendly fire. Cypress will be in the database now. I don't actually know what Kigurumi counts as gender-wise, because the gender actually matters for some support abilities. I don't know what Kigurumi actually counts as. If I remember right, she became a new type god in her Resident Ops, and he's a scythe. Maybe. I did play Resident Ops, but since it was all in Japanese, I only could read a little bit of it. Yeah, Cypress, a digital idol. Her third single, Love Mecha, has gone platinum. Our catchphrase is Cypress, Silu va play? S'il vous plaît? Silu vas play? That? I don't know. Like, Lika's 21, so she was 18 in the first game. So I think it does count as a female character. I still find it funny, although it's actually kind of fitting how when they had the Tales of collab, they picked Velvet, so you could have Velvet as a God Eater. Which kind of works conceptually, honestly. Fire and ice. We have to pick Gilbert, that's fine. characters, so making Mio to get his character's episodes advanced. We'll keep using Detonate for now. It shouldn't matter against Uko and Vasra.
Shield さんより作成エリア内の荒波の情報を受信。こちらを皆さんに送信します。
死ね。
荒波の撃破確認。
さすがです。
Actually, one of the things I remember for Canon in the second, or in Resident Ops, is they gave her a
いい動きです。
costume swap with Gina.
荒波の撃破確認。
喜んで良いのでは。
ぶちまけな。死ね。
It's funny to put Canon in Gina's outfit, given Gina is the... I'm pretty sure the flat-chested, the only flat-chested female character in the entire franchise. Besides that kind of like Shio or Arita, somebody who's actually like a young girl.
僕の思い受け取ってくれ。
荒波が交代。捕食に向かいました。
やろうが。
Scale break.
荒波に結合崩壊が発生。敵の結合崩壊を確認。
僕の手にかかればこの程度さ。城を踏む。
敵の結合崩壊を確認。
それ気合い入れろよ。
交戦中の荒波が捕食のために離脱。
追い打ちを。
Don't have another point of fire.
リンクサポートデバイス効果発動。移動性能が一時的に上昇します。
ぶちまけな。
交戦中の荒波が捕食のために離脱。
やろうが。
死ね。死ね。
荒波活性化します。荒波の撃破を確認。迅速な任務の遂行お疲れ様です。
任務完了。作戦通りでしたね。
これくらいで浮かれるなよ。昼寝でもして帰るか。
皆さん、警戒は怠らないでください。
帰ったらすぐ次の任務の受注だな。
One of the
少しは
high-level ones
お役に立てたでしょうか。
costs 100 Oracle points to use. It has like a 5-second startup sequence. It does do a lot of damage, but it takes like 5 seconds to go off. 5 seconds during which, by the way, you cannot move or reposition yourself. And if you get hit, it'll ruin it. There are a couple Bloodhounds kind of like that. They have very long charge up times. Well, very long for like God Eater standards. Because I think Patch might remember better, but like in Monster Hunter, I think some of the full charges take like 6-7 seconds in some of the older games. I think it feels like maybe longer. But in God Eater, usually your longest charges are like 2 or 3 seconds for most things. Yeah, Kanon's very popular in Japan. It's possible they maybe would have done more if Resident Ops actually got to finish rather than getting EOS during its runtime. But because I guess it was not making enough money for Bandai, they pulled the plug on it. We'll never really know 100%.
でも、まあ失敗してもいいじゃない。諦めなければきっとそのうち成功するでしょう。こんな風にお互いが支えられるだけ支え合うのって 相当素敵なことだと思うんだよね、ギル。ギル、分かってるよね、私を。だからお願い、ギル、私を殺して。
Code Vein 2 is a decent game. I think the problem they do with Code Vein 2 is they decided to make it its own thing, instead of trying to make an actual sequel. Some people theorize it's because they wanted to cut the ties that Code Vein 1 had to God Eater and make it its own thing, but at the same time, I think that was a part of what people liked about Code Vein, was like its light connections to the God Eater setting. Yeah, true. Soma's always an old type. Well, strictly, he's not... I mean, he's an old type, but he's also his own type of God Eater. Interestingly, something I did not know in Resurrection when I first played, until I did this playthrough. After the events of God Eater Burst, Lindo actually turns into a new type. He gets a gun form. You think making it separate was probably the right call? Eh, maybe. I don't know too much about Code Vein 2 beyond just some things I heard, like... I just really like that it really kind of abandoned its more, like, anime-inspired roots. Like, I mean, Code Vein 2 still has a unique art style, but I know some people didn't like it, kind of abandoned its more original anime-inspired style of the first game. But yeah, like I think the idea is they wanted to make it its own setting, so they wanted to cut ties from Code Vein 1. Now, for why, I don't really know. Like, maybe one would think maybe they want to go do a God Eater 4 finally, because really Code Vein didn't really fit into the God Eater universe exactly, and they clarified like Code Vein and God Eater are the same setting, but they're not the same timelines. True, they did do more vampire-ish, I guess, yeah. Never played Code Vein though, never just did that Souls-like game. Yeah, I mean the connection's kind of skin deep. It's mostly just that Code Vein and God Eater exist in the same setting, but not the same timelines. Even though there were still theories that Code Vein is somewhat an inspiration for the Ash Storms in God Eater 3, because the Ash Storms kind of work like the mist that exists in Code Vein a little bit. It's kind of similar, but also not entirely. Behold the capybara. Let's see. Let's go to Agri-Merchant. Is this the Boro in the Aegis? I won't worry about the The urgent missions seem to spawn a lot more in God Eater 2 compared to 1. I won't care about it as much. Let's go get another... We can probably like one more story mission in. Let's go do that one. It's just a Boro. Gotta be fine with this. I don't need to change anything up. Just a Boro on the Aegis. That's a really small arena.
交戦許可が下りました。作戦行動を開始してください。
気を引き締めていこう。
始めるぜ。
シールさんの官能能力により敵情報を受信。皆さんにも随時共有しますね。
Aegis and God Eater 3 is very explicitly still the same timeline.
中型種作戦エリアに侵入を確認。
Things
侵
went
入地
really
点
bad.
送ります。
Like, the problem is, all of those details were to Resident Ops. Oh, I have a freeze blade equipped. Now that's been a while. Boro is now weak as big as freeze. Taking longer than I expected.
敵の結合崩壊を確認。
They duct tape. Look, that's how you know things are bad when you duct tape. Resident Ops had a game mode where basically what you ended up doing was taking control of the defenses of the Fenrir branch that Alyssa was in charge of. And it was kind of XCOM style. You had to play multiple squads to protect the branch. And they would come in to try to destroy it. Now, I haven't played the new stuff out of the God Eater 3, but I don't know if it's clear that the idea is they all died defending that branch or not. Because Resident Ops never got there, but Resident Ops did have an XCOM-esque mode like that. You know, it's one in which you had to mandatory use multiple teams to deploy them to hold back all the origami so they wouldn't destroy the branch that Alyssa's in charge of. Because she's the commander of a Fenrir branch by Resident Ops.
これも私の役目ですから。
I think in Resurrection you also get a lot higher level abandoned guard arcs. Lots of these are levels 1s and 2s. I mean, we're only difficulty 3, but... Well, actually it's fair, because in Resurrection you unlock abandoned god arcs to like difficulty 4 or 5, I think. So they come at a much higher level to start with. That's probably why they unlock them later, because level 1 and 2 abilities are basically completely useless.
そうっすね。ほんと久しぶりですね。
どうだ今のチーム。
悪くないっすけど年下は苦手です。
お前もそんなことを言うようになったのか。老けたな。
ハルさん。
あ、そういえばあいつ、ほらお前んとこの副隊長。あいつ面白そうなやつだな。
ああ、なんというか柔らかい感じがして不思議なやつです。いつだって前向きで。
あれはケイトと同じ匂いがするな。人から好かれて何でもかんでもすぐに背負っちまう。
そうっすね。それでつい一度説教じみたことをしてしまいました。
ああ、無駄だよ、無駄。ケイトもそうだったろ。結局どこまでも前向きでキラッキラしてて、そのくせすごい堅くなでちっともこっちの言うことを聞きゃしないんだ。
まあなんとかなるよギル。前向いていこう。人手はいつだって足りてないんだから、結局できる人がやるしかないんだしさ。それに私多分もう少しこの仕事を続けたいんだ。きっと手の届く人たちだけでも自分の手で守ることができるからさ。
それでも自分はあんまり納得いってないです。うちに配属される予定の新型人気使いが極東に持ってかれてるのは単純に支部長の怠慢っすよ。
俺の故郷をバカにしてんのか？
してないっすよ。
極東は新種の荒神が集まる最前線じゃない。戦力を集めなきゃいけないのは仕方ないでしょ。
でも例のエイジス計画とかも結局失敗してるじゃないですか。そんな余裕があったら。
まあね、エイジス計画なんで失敗しちゃったんだろうね。考え方はすごい良かったのにさ。でもまあ失敗してもいいじゃない。諦めなければきっとそのうち成功するでしょう。私たち人気使いはフェンリルの科学者たちに支えられているんだし、そのフェンリルは私たちが支えてるんだし、こんな風にお互いが支えられるだけ支え合うのって相当素敵なことだと思うんだよ。ね、ギル。
俺はケイトさんやハルさんを支えられるようになりたいだけです。そして引退勧告を無視して戦い続けてるケイトさんに早くハルさんと幸せな家庭を築いてほしいだけです。
ギルは優しいね。分かったよ。人員の補充の件は私から支部長にちゃんと伝えるからさ。ギルはもう直談判とかしちゃダメだよ。
了解です。
うん。で、それはそれとして、その気持ちは嬉しいよ。ありがとう、ギル。
ギル俺の目の前であんまりイチャつくなよ。ケイトは俺の嫁だからな。
イチャついてるのはそっちじゃないですか。まったく。
いいやつほど早く行っちまうってのはなんでなんだろうな。
ハルさん、俺があの時。
なあ、悪い。昔話はこのくらいにしないとな。ケイトに前向いていこうって言われちまう。だよな、ギル。
はい。
You know, think about the franchise as a whole. Guardian 2, compared to Guardian 1, Guardian 1 leans more into the Far East issues specifically, mostly about Johan's beliefs. But Guardian 2 really expands on the fact that Fenrir as a whole isn't really entirely united, which you can kind of pick up in hindsight in the first game, where Johan never told HQ about the truth about his Aegis plan. But 2 has a much bigger focus on the fact that Fenrir is stretched really thin, and not all the places really see eye to eye. Which in hindsight probably ties into God Eater 3, how Fenrir basically completely collapses, and that's why Cerberus ends up taking the spot of Fenrir. And Resident Ops probably would have gone into it further, is just Fenrir is stretched far too thin. And the fact that we're having this kind of... There are factions forming. Like, we obviously know Friar with the Godark Soldier program is kind of its own little faction, and the Godark Soldier program itself is its own little thing. Gayla's kind of down. Kind of awkward. Harumi keeps looking at me kind of creepily. Well, Harumi's kind of a flirt. This is the entire thing. But we'll stop there. Stop ending the stream, but it's just to talk about them a bit more a little bit. Yeah, because... I mean, part of the reason you have a God Eater 4 still is God Eater 3... Really, I think they tried to make God Eater 3 be like... an end to the franchise, maybe? But I don't know. I guess it's a little hard to write more after God Eater 3, at least from... I mean, there's still stuff they could do, but I guess... It'd be hard to have the same impact. The big thing about God Eater 3 is... It's after the collapse of Fenrir, and I think a big part of it is because Resident Ops never took off. Kind of killed it a little bit, because, again, that was the game meant to bridge the gap between God Eater 2 and God Eater 3. And then Resident Ops never got to complete, so there's a lot of lost lore. It's almost as bad as what happened to Tact OP, which was an anime to advertise the gacha game that they continued the story. But then the gacha game came out like years late and only went about a year before it ended the service. Even though it was pretty cool, but it's kind of a problem when you decide to make like a gacha game be the bridge in your franchise. Especially when you have Bandai Namco in charge of it, I guess. But anyway, we will end it there. We'll do some more tomorrow. We'll do some more Gaia 2. Hopefully, yeah, it seems like OBS is holding up fine. No warnings of skip frames or anything. So it seems to be going fine. It's just and it's weird looking. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to earlier for Pat for the resub. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Oh, there's Cactus. Cactus has been quiet. He's been comfy today. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope I will see you tomorrow, and we will do some more God Eater 2. Yeah, God Eater 2 is going to take a lot longer. I forgot. The thing that slows it down a lot is the character episodes. Slows the game. There's a much bigger focus on that. So, we'll be on God Eater 2 for a while. Hope I will see you again tomorrow, though. Goodbye for now.